then I really busted the second. That way I can look back down at back here. Where's my phone? Would there be fish in the river?
Yeah.
I thought I saw something surface, but then I wasn't sure. No. Yes. Yes. With the escape to country, you know, they say that some people, they're not keen on that. When you see it, it's really chocolate box. See the booking. And those black ones, they're not dragonflies, are they? Can you see? That white is like a condolences, isn't it? That wasn't the blue one, it was the Church of England one, condolences. Well, it's a blue flower, but it's not so. Certainly should tell you what I thought. Like always, hijack the wage of choices to be What was that? Oh. So we run over something. Is that the one? That's not the one you call the magpie.
Right folks, well good afternoon, welcome on board the narrowboat Rosie. My name's Peter, I'm the skipper, so I'm doing all the steering stuff at the back on board. forgot to give you the little safety briefing. We have life jackets and life rings on board the boat. And the emergency exits are any of the windows you fancy. Please don't jump in though, it's very cold and muddy. It's only 1 metre deep at the edge and 2 metres here in the middle. So when some of the rowers fall in from time to time, and they do, they walk out to the river's edge, tip the boat upside down to get rid of the water and hop back in again. And so at the moment we're going upstream towards the city centre, but we won't get into the city and back in 45 minutes. We're just pottering up and down the flood meadows here.
Actually, I might be better back behind Andrew because he's sitting sideways. So was he back to the edge?
Yeah, well, you're best off like looking forwards, I think.
And also looking at the direction that we're going to. Don't lose your camera.
Well, I'm sort of like holding, making sure I'm over the boat and sort of hanging out the edge.
You got to go in and get it for me.
So a little idyllic view here. The river gives the city a very different feel. Well, the city centre is slap bang in front of us, but it doesn't look like it. All you can see is trees and pasture meadow and cattle roaming around grazing the grass. The railway track and the electric gantry is just coming into view. And beyond that, slightly to our left, is a tall brick chimney. That's the old pumping station, the old waterworks building, now a museum. Fascinating place to go around. As I say, no longer a functioning pumping station, being a museum. And there was a steam boiler and steam pump against the chimney. And we're just about to get a train right over the railway bridge in front of us.
Would that other bridge be an old railway bridge at one stage? And with a new one at the front?
Pedestrian bridge.
Pedestrian bridge, is it? Don't rock the boat. This is the way to see it. There's no speedboat turning up the through the centre. Did the river flood at times?
Because sometimes it's all controlled the blocks, but sometimes
Yes.
they have to let the water out into certain areas. So they have to Cambridge.
Yeah, trying to keep the it under control. Yeah.
So I've mentioned the railway and the railway bridge already. Before we get there though, a more modern foot and cycle bridge has been installed in the last couple of years. And it links, another train. Links Cambridge North Railway Station, and that train's heading for the Cambridge City Railway Station. So for many years it was just the railway crossing and people had to go to the next footbridge to cross the river, but it was decided, and as you can see lots of people are toing and froing over the cyclone footbridge all the time. Very modern design, all sleek and welded and rounded, supposed to emulate a boat's hull. That was the architect's concept. And as we go underneath it, the long-standing railway bridge is much more industrial in its design, with its crisscross ironworks and heavy-duty rivets holding it together.
Is it compulsory to have helmets on the boats?
No,
Is that you or
Sorry, am I into what?
no? Oh, just the noise.
Hmm?
Oh, just the noise. I wasn't sure
Oh, yeah,
where it was coming
wondering
from.
if there's another train coming or it's the one that's gone through, because I do the boarding stuff. Are you doing a video, Andrew?
Yeah.
Actually, I should do that. But
Ah. You're best off probably just taking photos, I think.
Mum won't know what's on it. That's the old railway bridge.
Being out here on the northern side of the river, we're on the bumps or the racing part of the river. So the rowers will come from the
There's another
city centre
train.
rowing clubs and row down here to practice and race. Each rowing team has a very distinctive set of team colours. As the blades dip in and out of the water, you can work out which boathouse they're from. Just seeing a crew coming towards us, they're blue blades with a white stripe. That means they're from Cantabs, Cantabrigians Rowing Club, one of the local rowing clubs.
Your ladies' team, is it? Am I looking at it? Oh, cool.
come underneath the bridges. We've now got Chesterton off to our right hand side, the suburb of Cambridge, and the beginning of Stourbridge Common. Cambridge is blessed with a number of these green and open spaces. And with its flat geography, it's the ideal city for cycling. World known, renowned for lots of students cycling around and lots of locals as well.
Nearly be better than the car, really. Where's the friend or worker that works at the academy? Which one is that? Yeah. Would people be living on these, or would they just come as to the weekend? Yeah, not straight into the river.
There's also like at the same locations I often have like bins for them to kind of, they can put their rubbish.
Yeah. The last thing you want is in the river, in the areas, designated dump sites where it's all. It's nice to have a house around here.
You worry about the where we get to the farm.
So if you notice, all of the Victorian terrace housing is on the other side of the road. All the modern houses are down here on the river's edge. Now, the river used to flood frequently, and it wasn't until the 1950s when the locks and automated sluices were put in place.
Honey, I just a bit smile.
Now, this time of year, the river level's about 2 or 3 inches down where it should be, but over the winter it will creep up over the grass of the gardens, but it won't flood the houses. As you can see, they're built another metre above the flood level. Oh, stack of ducks having an afternoon snooze outside the houses here, underneath the horse chestnut trees.
Can you?
Sorry, what were you saying?
Oh,
A mile away. Sorry.
No, yeah, it's just like I was.
Hello, Quakers.
Alright, not gonna.
No,
G'day.
beautiful day. Well, that doesn't matter. It doesn't wet much. You did see fish. Yeah. Gotta get your eye in.
Just about to reach our turnaround point. Got a pair of rows from the Chesterton Rowing Club coming up behind us, so we'll let them pass and we can make our turn.
Yeah, she's got to look below the surface of the water and down into the reeds. Yeah, boat shed. Up on the lake I had there, yeah. Ferries going.
Shut up! Alright, good.
Been a bit cheeky,
Top shot. Hold on. I'll show you how to enter, how to exit. I'll show you the ins and the outs. Shade there,
It'd be a long way to go around between if you didn't have the pictures going.
They cost me 200 quid. You really share? So this is the banana club. Sit down and swallow. Sit down and swallow, please.
Rosie's gonna come and get you, Rosie.
Nothing better to do.
Well, the work day is finished.
Yes.
There's a busy turning a moment ago. I forgot to mention the Green Dragon footbridge that's now behind us. The bridge gets its nickname from the Green Dragon pub here in Chesterton. I'm sure you know the films and the books The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings. And the author of the books, J.R.R. Tolkien, loved Cambridge and Ely. Stayed around here many a times. And the Green Dragon pub in Chesterton was his local Now, if you know the storyline of The Hobbit really well, the gang meet up for the first time in a pub in the story before they go off on their adventure. And guess what the name of the pub is? You've got it, the Green Dragon. Like many an author of fiction, Tolkien peppered his books with little nuggets of reality. Now, one or two of the ducks have woken up, so if you fancy feeding them, I'll slow down a little bit for a moment.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll turn it. I'll try and turn it. If I go that way, I'll try to pick it up and then it's going to come up. They all on that side?
Yeah.
Hey, puppies.
There's a group up there, sort of like in front of us.
What did you say?
Oh, there's a group out this side.
Somewhere or better make sure I don't lose this container. Come on, there's a whole lot there before it all sinks. No.
No, you might need to throw it a bit further.
Yeah.
No.
Well, they don't seem that hungry this afternoon. Someone's been down here feeding them bread, probably.
They're a bit choosy.
Not recommended by the RSPB that wild birds are fed bread anymore. I don't know where we got into the habit from, but white bread doesn't really have much goodness in it.
You can ferment.
The problem is, just like teenagers and burgers, given the chance, they would eat bread all day and they'd fill themselves up with anything but the goodness.
What's he done with his fishing line? That chestnut tree up over there, you see the shape of the leaves and it's been flowering. That chestnut's gone. I wonder if it's slow though. We've gone down, we're coming back again. This is the Cam River, isn't it? Yeah. There, and there's the Cam River down. Is it near Alveston, Andrew? Cam River?
Yeah. No, it's in Burnie, I think.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
it's down that way on the northwest coast. Yeah.
I think the one at Alston is the Plough.
itself is fairly quiet today, as the university students in the main disappeared for the summer break. As I already mentioned, anybody out on the river is likely to be from a local rowing club. If you didn't catch this year's boat race on the Thames between Oxford and Cambridge, very prestigious race, been going for nearly 200 years for the men's race and over 70 years for the ladies' race. I'm pleased to say, back at Easter, both the men's and the ladies' races went once again to Cambridge. We're on a bit of a winning streak at the moment.
Yes, you can go out there and pick blackberries. They're not. Oh yes, I can see it. About 5 or 6 inches long. Drop the camera now. This is the railroad, isn't that one? This one is puppies in it, have the sticks on it. No, you can see where, oh no, there it goes. I just hadn't see where it went to. Touched. they make any effort to try and get rid of those otherwise I'd be tolerated.
And they do, because I think
So I mentioned this is the rowing racing part of the river. As the evening wears on, the town teams will come out for an evening practice. Well, Cambridge and the River Cow is one of the densest registered vessel areas in the UK. There's over 1,000 rowing boats on a 4-mile stretch of river, plus all the local boats, plus all the visiting boats and the little leisure craft that people own. I mentioned the racing in London, but there is a local race called the Bumps. The University Bumps were the Lent Bumps and the May Bumps, so they've been and gone. But the Town Bumps, the local rowing crews, are racing in the evening next week, Monday to Friday. The river will be closed whilst the racing is going on.
Getting well watered and make it nice and well ripe, yummy. There was a small one right there somewhere, smaller than that.
You got some food?
Oh!
Oh, you have to come to it. I can't. Got my hands full.
You drop this container.
Oh, he's sorry.
Here's the young one, trusting people to rock. Yeah, that's a more hen, yeah, the baby ones. Because they hatch and they have to more or less go for their own food because their parents I don't think actually feed them. I think they, like chickens and that have to eat what mum and dad eat. Do you eat that or not? No, possibly a weed.
compared to the hustle and bustle of the marketplace and the colleges and the backs and the punting. And Cambridge is very much a city of contrasts. And the old and the new nestling side by side. And international cutting-edge research at various campuses around the city. And then the historic college buildings and the marketplace making up the core of the city centre.
Different bird drops. Yeah, yes.
The name of the died in 2018.
Can you read that for me, or you remember it?
No, I'm reading that. There's a gentleman of the river. Brian Boogie Ellis, 1933 to 2018.
Yeah. He's got an owl on the top there. Where are these swans are they coming down? You're gonna ambush us.